Hello guys, today we are going to start a new course in-depth training in PHP and MySQL. So first we will start with the introduction of PHP. So basically the PHP is server-side technology, or what we can say server-side language. Basically PHP used to create web pages. These days on the internet there are more than 50% websites which are currently running on PHP. So let me show you what is the use of PHP. Yeah, this is the use of PHP. PHP basically used to create dynamic websites. We can create e-commerce stores like Amazon or Flipkart with PHP, custom web softwares, online accounting systems, online payroll systems, automated calorie calculator, home grocery system, automated email management system, data scraping, and any kind of automated software to ease your daily tasks. So these are the main areas where we can use PHP, and however there are so many uh, uh, other things that we can do with the PHP. So let's move to the next topic. What we call is client server architecture. Uh, Before start to PHP, we need to learn this concept very well. That what is client server architecture? We all know that whenever we enter the URL in the Chrome or Firefox browsers, then it starts to show us the web page. So basically a client is our web browser, and whenever suppose this is one is the client, when we open suppose google.com on it, this request goes to the server through the internet. What we call it is a request, and then server checks our request, and it goes to the database like MySQL, and then this database responds back to the server with some data, and then this server responds our browser with some data. So we start to see something uh, on the page. So let me show you. So let me first escape it. It is showing full screen. Okay, here is the browser. Suppose we write yahoo.com. So basically the browser is our client. When we enter the URL, it goes to the server, and then it goes to the database responds back to the server, and then server gives data back to our browser. Like if we check here, yeah, this is all the data that server gives us, and this is showing here. Yeah, this is all the data. Okay, now let's move to the next topic. Okay, now it is protocols. Okay, so now protocols basically let me make it full screen keyboard. Okay, if I run it, yeah. Okay, This is protocols. Protocols are set of rules which ensure the successful transmission of data. So basically, protocols are a set of rules which ensure the successful transmission of data between server and client. So, for example, when we open the yahoo.com on the browser used the HTTPS protocol, and we got the data with the help of this protocol that we will use throughout the program. The first one is HTTP. It's basically hypertext transfer protocol, and then the next one is HTTPS. This is hypertext transfer protocol with SSL. SSL is basically a secure socket layer. These days it is a must for all the websites. Then FTP for file transfer protocol. We will use the this protocol to transfer our files to the live server. The next one is post office protocol and SMTP simple mail protocol. Both of these protocols are used to receive and send emails. Okay, now move to the next topic. So okay, this one is the install. First we need to run the PHP. We need to install server on our local system. For Windows we can use the software like XAMPP. For Unix or Mac OS we can use the software called MAMP. Let me show you. Okay, let me open the browser. Okay, I will write download XAMPP. Click on it, download it, or you can download for Linux, you can download for OS X, but basically I prefer MAMP. Basically I use MAMP for Mac. Yeah. Download, free download. Let me show you how it look like. See, I will write map, click on it. Okay, it is opening. Let me again open it. I click on it. Look like there is problem. Okay, now it's open. Okay, click here. Okay, this one is the Apache server, MySQL server. We just click on it. Okay, it's called info password. Yeah, okay. Now what I will do, I will just press local host. Yeah, these are all the files that I have in my local server. For example, if I want to open something like let me see, immigration, click on it, start to show the website. Okay, now we can check with the database with PHP myadmin. Okay, here it is. This one is our database. Once we complete the basic part of PHP, then we will move to MySQL. Okay, Now let's open the notes. Okay, so to start with, we need to write the code, we need editors or IDs. Basically, editors are used to write programs. Editor or IDs have special features like syntax highlighting, formatting, and auto completion. For big projects, I personally use NetBeans IDE. It's free and very good. And for small file, for just plain file editing, I use Visual Studio Code. It is nice and it is very popular these days. Or you can Sublime Text Editor. It is very fast. It is paid, or you can use free version. You can use free for unlimited amount of time. So but here we will use Visual Studio Code. Let me show you. Okay, Visual Studio Code. Okay. Click on it and you can download it from here. I already downloaded it, so just close it, click here, add Visual Studio Code. Okay, here it is, just 1.4 3.2 version. Suppose I will just write new file. I save this file. I will save it as PHP file. So we need to save it. We need to save it in our servers. Like let me show you. In my system, it's basically applications map in htdocs. Yeah, htdocs folder. For XAMPP, you also need to save your PHP files in the htdocs folder. So I will just test45.php. PHP extension is must to run any PHP file. Okay, save it. Okay, now okay, so now move to next one. So here is the PHP concepts that we will cover. These are the main concepts, and there will be so many other concepts too, which will really help to increase your knowledge. So first one will be variables, then data types, then operators and expressions. There will be constants, flow control statements like if, else, while loops, and there will be functions, there will be arrays, there will be classes and objects, strings. We will use date and time function to display date and time in our pages. We will tell you how to handle form. We will also talk about cookies and sessions. There will be file handling to manipulate files. We will also do some image manipulation. We will also do data handling with MySQL. This will be again would be very long concept. So these are the main concepts. Okay, so now we move to variables. We will cover this in the next video. Thank you.